This is Alicia's Desk Updates, well, news and updates for season 2. And I'm here with my co-host. Hi. Hi. Season 2. God, he's adorable. Anyways, so guys, thank you all for coming back for season 2. I know season 1 was incredibly short, and I do apologize about that. Life kind of got in the way, but we're back. I already have the first episode of season 2 in the can. It's going to be the story Change That.
And I love you.
I love you more. Mwah. And Tiny Webster refused to let me on here without him being my co-host. So I was a bit gag pressed by his cuteness. But I love it. And you guys all know I love having him on anyway. Yes, that's right. Nope. Anyways, Change That was a story that I wrote for D. Ryan Allen's, I believe it's 40-year anniversary of the Black Creature from the Black Lagoon. And so I chose to focus on the gillman for the story. Well, actually the gillman species and how all that plays into the mythos, but you guys are going to love it. It is a 20-minute episode. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I boring you? Oh, well, you'll get over it. Anyway, it is a 20-minute episode, so it's going to be a little bit different than most of the rest of the season. I'm hoping to keep the episodes under 15 minutes. I'd like to keep them 7 to 10 for each story, and that may mean I'm going to have to carve some stories into 2 parts, but no worries. I'm scheduling the recordings to come out right around midnight. Right around midnight. That way they'll be available every morning.
When it's closed.
Okay. When everything's closed. Yep, you're right.
It's not sunglasses.
Anyway, we've got some really cool and groovy new things coming up for Alicia's Desk. One of them being we now have t-shirts. We are on Spotify, which is absolutely awesome. We also have a YouTube. Nope. We also have a YouTube. And also, push those back up, child. We also have a YouTube. It's part of the aesthetic. But we have a YouTube channel, Spotify, t-shirts. More stuff is going to be coming up. But one of the neat things is going to be I plan to have a few stories that I've been co-writing with local authors. One of them is my father. Oddly enough, he does some work in fiction. Not a whole lot. He's more of a nonfiction guy, but he does some work with fiction. And then a couple of other authors. I'm also going to have a couple of guest authors who have chunks of their book they would like me to read on air. And I think that's going to be pretty awesome. Mwah. Another thing is I do you're actually hey, don't mess with the green screen. We actually have an art show coming up. It's by D. Ryan Allen again, and it's going to be a Dungeons and Dragons High Adventure art show. It's going to be down at the Fremont this Saturday. I believe it starts at 4 p.m. So this is going to be absolutely awesome, and Wub and I are working on some stuff for it. So let's see. We're working on, well, no, I'm not going to tell you what we're working on until we're finished. That way, okay. That way, you won't know if we didn't finish our pieces. But I'm also working on a couple short stories for that as well, which I will be reading to you. I've got a couple of really neat writing.
Don't touch it.
Okay. Yeah. Don't touch the keyboard or the mouse. Good job. High five.
Give me a hug.
I've also got some writing contests coming up. And I've got a couple more art shows. In August, we have Dean Sturdivant or Green Unicorn Arts Under the Sea.
Now we'll sticky, Mama. Now
And then
sticky.
the next art show after that is going to be the Art of Magic. You're not sticky. So you've got those 2 coming up, and I'm going to be writing stories for the entries on those as well. And Mr. Webb is going to be entering in those as well. Basically, what he does is he picks out the concept work, picks the subject, picks the colors, helps me with the background, and then outsources all the details to Mama. So you could kind of say he's commissioning the work, but details. But we are going to have some stories and some artwork to go with it. Also, Des Moines New Age Shop, this Saturday is our 13-year anniversary psychic fair. Yes. And we are super excited to be here 13 years. It's been awesome. It's been a crazy ride.
What am I done?
Let me see. Yep. And that's 11 to 7.
What am I done, Mama?
I don't know. What have you done?
What am I do?
Okay, that was a lot of intensity. Yeah. Anyway.
What am I do?
Oh my goodness. You have a career in acting, darling.
What am I done? What did I do?
Okay. Arthur, are you going to let me get the rest of the news out? Huh? Are you? Mwah.
Ow.
Don't do that. Anyways, so remember, 13-year anniversary psychic fair is this Saturday, 11 to 7, and then D. Ryan Allen's art show for Dungeons and Dragons. We're going to have a lot of really amazing local artists, including Lena DeGregory and Stephanie Knight, D. Ryan himself, myself, and then Wub is going to help me with a piece or two. Unfortunately, Nicole could not be in this one of Earth and Spirit Sprite. Boo! Nuh-uh. Boop.
Nope.
Oh, you're having trouble with your glasses. Okay, there we go. She could not be available for this particular art show, but I'm hoping she'll be in the next one.
Yeah.
So I am going to try to be uploading one update at the first of the week and then 2 stories per week. Now, if I have a sleepy time story, which these are actually the bedtime stories that I create for Arthur. He's been wanting them more and more recently, which I'm really proud of him. He's been making a lot of progress in that area. So I've been writing them down. And it turns out we have some really neat concepts for bedtime stories. The other thing I'm going to be doing is if I have a guest author or a guest story, I will do a 3rd story for the week. So fingers crossed I can get all that done and stay on a schedule. I'm going to try and be posting at midnight. I'm going to set them to post at midnight. And I'm not going to be doing actual live streams. I'm going to be doing recordings. That way I can just read you guys the story and not answer comments or anything else. If you want to comment on the story or ask for certain stories or anything like that, please go ahead. But I will say I can only really read the ones I write or the ones that I'm given permission to read. So just so as y'all know. All right.
No.
We love you. Mwah. Can you say goodbye?
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Like and subscribe for more content. And let's do, and also we have an intro, outro, and virtual backgrounds now, which is awesome. Thank you, StreamYard, and thank you, Dennis McCullough of Theater Genesis for working so hard on our intros and outros. So here we go. Outro. Bye-bye.